Okay, good morning, students. Sorry for the delay. Okay, today we are going to discuss regarding the community pharmacy. Clear, initially you have to know what is meant by this community pharmacy. Clear? So if you see this community pharmacy, mainly which includes compounding. Okay, this community pharmacy includes mainly the compounding. Okay, it includes the counseling as well as dispensing of the drugs. Clear, to the patients. Clear? If you see, community pharmacy includes compounding, counseling and dispensing of drugs to the patient, okay, mainly with care. Okay, with care and accuracy. Clear, with care and accuracy along with proper procurement, storage and documentation of medicines. Okay, this you will call it as a community pharmacy. Clear? See, what is this community pharmacy? Which includes compounding, counseling and dispensing of the drugs to the patients, okay, with care and accuracy. Along with that, which can also include the proper procurement, storage and the documentation of medicines. Okay, this all together you will call it as a community pharmacy. Clear? See, and if you see in the community pharmacy here, you have to know the two terminologies regarding this community pharmacy, okay, which includes that is retail drug stores and next one is wholesale drug stores. Clear? And if you see here in community pharmacy, we are having wholesale drug stores. Clear? And next we are having the retail drug stores. Clear? Most of you know what is meant by this wholesale drug stores and the retail drug stores. Clear? And if you see regarding this wholesale drug stores, this wholesale drug stores means that is which will be acting like an intermediary. Clear? In the marketing channels, these wholesale drug stores which will be acting like a intermediary. See, that means they are going to be sell the drugs. Clear? To whom they are going to be sell the drugs? To the customers other than individuals. Clear? Other than individuals or household consumers, or you will call it as household consumers. Clear? See, other than these people, that is they cannot sell the drugs to the individuals or for the household consumers. Clear? See, that means they are mainly okay sell the drugs to the retailers. Clear? These wholesale drug stores, they are going to be sell the drugs to the retailers but not to the individuals or the household consumers. Clear? See, mainly these wholesale drug stores, they are going to be buy the medicines, okay, directly from the producers. Clear? See, directly from the producers means what? That is directly from the industries. Clear? See, these wholesale drugstore people, they can okay directly buy the drugs from the producers. Okay, that is from the industries, and they are going to be sell the drugs to the retailers but not to the individuals as well as the household consumers. Okay, that you will call it as a wholesale drug stores. Okay, next coming to the retail drug stores. Okay, if you see this retail drug stores, they are selling the drugs. Clear? They are going to be selling the drugs. Not only the selling the drugs, and they also give services, and also they give services to the final consumers. Clear? The final consumers or the individuals. Is it clear? I think you understood what is the difference between the wholesale drug stores and the retail drug stores. Clear? Wholesale drug stores means they buy the medicines from the producers directly, and they are going to be sell the drugs to the retailers but not to the individuals or the household consumers. Okay, and next coming to the retail drugstores means they are selling the drugs, okay, and giving services to the final consumers or the individuals. See, from where these retail drugstores are going to be buying the drugs from the wholesale drugstores. Clear? So this a slight difference between the wholesale drugstores as well as the retail drugstores. Okay, these retail drugstores as well as the wholesale drugstores, which includes in the community pharmacy. Okay, next we'll see what is the main objectives. Okay, what is the main objectives of either a retail drugstore or a wholesale drugstore. We'll see what are the main objectives or what are the main ideal plan of this. Okay, either a retail drugstore or a wholesale drugstore. Okay, first objective is to attract large number of customers. First motto is to attract, okay, that is large number of customers. Clear? See, this is the first objective of this, okay, community pharmacy. Either it may be a wholesale drugstore or it may be a retail drugstore. Clear? See, that means the first motto is to attract the large number of the customers, and next one is to increase the sales of the store. Okay, see, whatever the drugs that are present in the store, they are trying to increase the sales. Okay, and next one is to decrease the selling expenses, okay, to the minimum. See, what is meant by this? Decreasing the selling expenses to the minimum. See, that means if you want to sell any medications, sometimes what happens, we have to go for the advertisements. Clear? See, there are different types of advertisements. Okay, the cost may be vary from advertisement to advertisement. Is it clear? See, for the purpose of selling our medications, clear, we have to, okay, give some expenses. Clear? That type of selling expenses we have to reduce to the minimum. Okay, next one is to provide customer satisfaction. Next one is to provide customer satisfaction. Okay, and next one is have adequate space to reserve the stock. There must be an adequate space. Okay, for what they must have this adequate space, okay, to reserve the stock. Clear? And also office and resting space, okay, for office as well as resting. Clear? See, the must see, okay, they have to see whether there is an adequate space in the community pharmacy to reserve the stock as well as for the office as well as for the resting. Clear? And also they have to see the proper entrance. Clear? They must have a proper entrance in case of this community pharmacy. Clear? And also they must minimize, okay, they must minimize the movement of customers. They have to minimize the movement of customers in the premises of the pharmacy. Clear? So these are some objectives regarding this community pharmacy. See, that is mainly to attract the large number of customers. Next one is to increase the sales of the drugstore and to decrease the selling expenses to the minimum and to provide the customer satisfaction, and they must see that it should have an adequate space for the reservation of stock, office as well as the resting room. And next one is there must be a proper entrance. Clear? For newly arriving goods and all those things. And next one is they must minimize the movement of customers, okay, in the premises of the pharmacy. Clear? And next, if we are going for the organization of this retail or a wholesale drug stores, clear, we'll see regarding the different organization regarding this retail as well as wholesale drug stores. Clear? See, the first one is drug designation. Drug designation. Okay, all these things you can write under the organization of this community pharmacy or the wholesale and retail drug stores. Clear? First one is drug designation. See, suppose if you see regarding this drug designation, okay, what is meant by this drug designation? You are having the drugs. Clear? See, all that drugs having some active ingredients. Clear? See, all that active ingredients. Clear? Whatever the active ingredients that will be present in the drug have international non-proprietary names. Okay, they are having the international, okay, non-proprietary names. Clear? See, all these I am discussing regarding the drug designation. Clear? See, all the drugs having some active ingredients. Definitely the drugs having the active ingredients. That active ingredients have an international non-proprietary names. Okay, this you can write as INN. Clear? See, what is meant by this international non-proprietary name? This you will also call it as a generic name. Okay, another terminology you will call it as a generic name. Okay, see, definitely the drugs are going to be designated by this INN. Okay, you remember the drugs are going to be designated by these international non-proprietary names. Okay, suppose if you see one example here, if you take paracetamol. Clear? This paracetamol, which is a generic name. Okay, this paracetamol you will call it as a generic name or international non-proprietary name. Clear? See, that means in our country paracetamol means they are okay supplied under some brand names. Okay, suppose if you take Calpol, which is the one brand name for this paracetamol, and next one is Panadol, okay, which is another brand name for this paracetamol. Clear? See, that means paracetamol in our country in India, the Calpol and Panadol, which is a brand name. Okay, in our country, if we are asking Calpol or Panadol means they will give the medicines. But if you see in another country, clear, if you ask Calpol, Panadol means they are unable to give the medicines. You have to ask the paracetamol. Why? Because which is an internationally accepted name for one particular drug. Okay, that you will call it as international non-proprietary name. Okay, for every drug, okay, they must have one international non-proprietary name for one particular drug, but depends upon the country based on the manufacturing, they are giving some different brand names. Clear? See, here you should see clearly the example of paracetamol. This paracetamol you will call it as a generic name, but if you see this Calpol and Panadol, this you will call it as a brand names. Clear? And mostly the drugs are designated based on only these international non-proprietary names. But if you go for another country, if you ask paracetamol, then only they will give the medicines. Okay, if you ask Calpol or Panadol, they are unable to give the medicines. Why? Because in our country it will be available in the form of this brand names, but internationally accepted name is paracetamol, that you will call it as international non-proprietary name. Is it clear? And if you see, these generic drugs are those whose patents have expired. See, for any medications, okay, for some medications, they are having some patents. Clear? I think you know what is meant by a patent. Clear? Patent means suppose I am discovering one drug, I have given patent to that particular drug. That means nobody can use or nobody can manufacture my drug. Okay, that you will call it as a patent. Clear? See, these generic drugs are those whose patient patents have been expired. Some drugs, suppose the patents has been expired. See, such kind of generic drugs are made by any pharmaceutical laboratory and sold by any other brand names. Is it clear? Mainly these generic okay drugs, if you see that generic drugs are mainly those drugs whose patents have been expired. So patents have been expired means that can be manufactured by any pharmaceutical company, so with other brand names they are going to be releasing those drugs. Clear? That drugs you will call it as a generic drugs. Is it clear? So this is all regarding the first thing that is the drug designation that is based on this international non-proprietary names. Is it clear? See, and next we'll see regarding the selection of essential medicines. Next, second one is selection of essential medicines. See here, what is meant by this essential medicines? Clear? See, this essential medicines are the medicines. Clear? People should have access at all time in sufficient amounts. Clear? See, that means whatever the regularly using the drugs. Clear? That means people should have access at any time in sufficient amount, that you will call it as a essential medicines. Clear? See, that means if you see how they are going to be selecting this essential medicines. Clear? If you see, most countries have a national list for this essential medicines. Most of the countries having this national list, okay, for this essential medicines. Suppose if there is no national list, then you have to refer, that is latest WHO list. Okay, latest WHO list, okay, for this essential medicines. Clear? If you are having any community pharmacy, that is either retail store or a wholesale drug store, if you want to select any essential medicines, means you have to refer this national list, or the if you don't have this national list, definitely we have to refer this latest WHO list. Clear? See, suppose if you see regarding in our country, you are having this WHO list. Clear? Available in generic names. Mainly the list of these essential medicines in this WHO list will be available in the form of generic names or generic forms. I already told you what is meant by this generic forms at affordable prices. Clear? At affordable prices. Clear? That means along with the prices, they are going to be giving one list. Okay, that is latest WHO list. In that list, they are available of these generic forms at affordable prices. Clear? See, by seeing those prices and by seeing those generic forms, clear, these community pharmacy, they have to select these type of essential medicines. Clear? See, and by seeing the list, and next one is they are going to be selecting based on pre-established therapeutic regimens. Okay, based on pre-established therapeutic regimens. Clear? Pre-established therapeutic regimens means, suppose for a particular disease. Clear? Definitely they are using some particular drugs. Clear? So if they are procuring the same drugs. Clear? Whatever the therapeutic regimens that are going to be available for particular diseases, suppose if they are procuring those medications, that is routinely whatever the medications they are using for that particular disease, suppose if they are procuring. Clear? See, that will be useful. Clear? If you see the benefits of selecting, okay, based on this pre-established therapeutic regimens is better treatment. Okay, because of that, which will be leads to the better treatment. Okay, next one is they must be an economic improvement. They must be economic improvements you are going to be observed. Clear? See, I already told you in the WHO list what happens, whatever the generic forms that will be available, that is in affordable prices. Is it clear? See, that means whatever the medications that will be present, that will be available to all the individuals in the community. Clear? See, and there's a selection of essential medicines, okay, which is one of the role of this community pharmacy. If you see, that is based on the pre-established therapeutic regimens. Okay, because of this pre-established therapeutic regimens, there must be a better treatment, okay, to the patients. Okay, there is a chance of giving a better treatment to the patients, and there is a chance of improving this economic status of the individuals also. Clear? So this is the second thing, and the third one is drug classification. See, we are discussing regarding this organization, and in that, the third one is drug classification. Okay, if you see regarding this drug classification, here in WHO list, okay, suppose if you see in WHO list, drugs are classified according to the therapeutic action. Okay, in case of WHO list, clear, the drugs are going to be classified according to therapeutic action. Clear. See, I told you what is there in the WHO list. Clear? The list of drugs in the form of generic forms and with affordable prices will be available in the WHO list. Clear? See, in which format, okay, that will be present. That means they have classified based on the according to the therapeutic action. Clear? See, and if you see regarding storage arrangement system. Clear? Storage arrangement. See, if you seen the drugs in the pharmacy, how this storage arrangement system, if you see, that means drug classification, how they are classification in WHO list, that is based on the therapeutic action, and in the pharmacy, how they are storing this medication based on the storage arrangement system. Okay, what is the storage arrangement system? See, some pharmacies they are going to be arranging or storing the drugs in the pharmacy according to routes of the administration and also in the alphabetical order. Okay, in the alphabetical order. Clear? In some pharmacy that is according to the routes, and next one is in some pharmacies they are going to be storing these drugs in the alphabetical order. Clear? See, mostly you are going to be observe this type of system, that is they are going to be arranging the medicines in the pharmacy in the alphabetical order. Clear? Mainly if you see, the drugs are divided into 6 classes. Clear? And listed in alphabetical order, and they are going to be listed in the alphabetical order each. Clear? The drugs are classified into 6 classes and they are listed in the alphabetical order of each class. Okay, you remember the first one is, suppose if you see, they are having oral drugs. Okay, this is one class of drugs, you will call it as a oral drugs. Oral drugs. Clear? I think you know what is meant by the oral drugs through the oral route. See, whatever the drugs we are giving through the oral route, that oral drugs will be kept at one side and they are arranged in the alphabetical order. Clear? And next one is injectables. Okay, if you see these injectables, they are okay, they are storing in one side, okay, and they are going to be arranged in the alphabetical order. In the same way, we are having infusions. See, injectables is different, infusions is different. And fourth one is vaccines. Clear? Say drugs for external use. Say drugs for external use means what? See, that is like ointments. Clear? And ophthalmic solutions, you will call it as drugs for the external use. And next one is disinfectants. Okay, so this all the 6 different classes of the drugs. Clear? And they are storing separately according to the alphabetical order of the each class. Clear? So this all regarding the organization of this community pharmacy, or the organization of both retail drugstore as well as the wholesale drugstores. Clear? uh, in the